D Block Europe, yeah, are the richest artists in the UK. I'm telling you, they make around £10 million a year. And I'm gonna explain this, and it involves about staying consistent and waiting out. They built their whole ecosystem themselves. They didn't follow no blueprint. They follow no one's blueprint. I'm building my own ecosystem. Get me? I follow Tanks' blueprint, and I just, in my head, dumbed down in the sense of made it a media outlet. So it's like you watch ITV or you watch the news or whatnot. I made it into a media outlet where I speak about topics 8-10 minutes, a bit longer, and you lot get what you need in and around about that topic. The topic don't always need to be 100% accurate, but it needs to be accurate. Like, and now when I look at D Block Europe and when I think, listen, I was one of the first or the first. I bought D Block Europe for £500, like crazy, bro. They're doing arenas, O2 arenas, 3-4 times. Like, what is the capacity for O2 arena? It's like something like, I think it's like 17,000 or something thousand capacity. That is just O2 arena in London. Imagine that. You get me? And when I tell you something, I mean, like, you see, when you're doing things and you start getting motion, remember, there's always going to be people that's going to advise you, give you advice. They wasn't there from the start, which is fine. Of course, it doesn't matter. They wasn't there from the start, because when serious people start jumping in, they will give you advice. But what happens is, people, like with the content that I'm doing, for example, I'm doing updates. I'm doing my content. I'm covering my topics. Now, the other day, like yesterday, I had to message some brothers from Brum. Love what they're doing. But I see they were chatting about me, and they're going mad this is why it's crazy. There's a war going on outside. There's many wars going on there. And they're mad with me because I'm not using my platform to talk about the war. And I had to explain to them, bro, yeah. There's many other things you can do to help places in terms of give charity behind the scenes and do things, yeah, which man's doing, yeah. But I had to explain. You see, in the UK, you have a freedom of speech. You see, when you're in places like where I am, you don't have a freedom of speech, bro. You'll go missing for 30, 40 years, respectfully. Like, you'll get locked up. Like, you don't have a freedom of speech. So a man wants to be upset with me and project to me because I'm not trying to rub myself out. Bro, let me tell you something. You see, in this world, guys, you and your family, bro. It's no one else, bro. It's you and your family. And what else you can do on top of it, you do it. You get me? You give charity behind the scenes. You give wisdom. But it's you and your family. Don't ever let no people go online, try to put pressure on you, and they don't even understand what they're even talking about or the seriousness of it. Because I messaged the person. I messaged them, and it's like, I'm not even going for a back and forth. But I had to explain to the person, yeah. Yeah, you see, when you see certain elements around the world. One thing I don't really get into is politics. Like, when I started, my channel wasn't politics. Why is my channel changing to politics now? Because I have a bigger platform? No, bro. I don't get into politics, bro. If you want to do it, get into politics. I don't want to get into politics. I'm not getting into politics. And the position that I'm in, where I live, I can't really get into politics. So just understand that. Whatever offense you want to take from it, you take the offense from it. Whatever I do now behind closed doors, I do behind closed doors. That justifies, and that is more of an action than actually giving physical money and whatnot. Do you get it? But anyway, but all these things you're gonna come through, but all these things are gonna happen. But you have to stay consistent. You have to stay consistent. You have to keep on going. Now look, Young Ads, LB, D Block Europe, they've dropped their project this year. Just 2 days ago, 29 tracks, bro. 29 tracks. They've dropped 10 projects in total. They've dropped 3 projects 1 year, all in the same year. Now, the model that they're building, yeah, and this is why I tell you and break down that they've built like £100 million business. Do you know why they've built £100 million business, because down the line, from everything that they're dropping, they'll probably get their masters and their catalog bought off them for 100 mil, 50 mil, 60 mil. All they're doing is dumb down. They've done 29 songs. So obviously they've done 29 songs. What is it telling you? Like, it's telling you, like, yo, we're building a money printing machine. They are independent. They recoup, they get money, streaming money every single month, compound. Imagine 10 songs, people listening to the old music. Their music keeps on streaming and streaming and streaming. They don't stop. They're streaming artists. Build a model that can't be broken. And with myself, I built a model that can't be broken, because there's always people around the world that will watch content. There were always people. If I was really, really on it, and I was the first to say, like the Chris Eubank fight today, yeah, I'm gonna react to it. But if I was really on it, I was at my computer watching it, and I'd done a quick update, like bam, 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 Chris Eubank, boom, 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 and posted it, bro. We'll probably get 50k views. Like, being properly on it. I was out yesterday. You get me? I didn't even watch the fight. I'm gonna go watch it shortly. But what I'm saying to you is, you have to. Bro, Young Ads started in 2010. 15 years later, 2014, D-Block Europe was formed with Dirt by LB. 15 years Young Ads has been rapping. For 5 years of that, 6 years of that, they've gone clear. For 9 years, they still made great, sick money. But for 6 years of that, they've gone clear. What is that telling you guys? You have to keep on doing it. You have to keep on doing it. I've been doing this for 11 months. I'm saying, yo, 3 years, 1,000 days lock in, we turn back and we look what's going on. That's it. Media outlet. Multiple things that you're going to see, and people going to watch what they want to watch. I'm still trying to understand my audience, because I've built such a wider audience. It's like, boom. AFTV, Robbie, Express and Oozing, the whole football world. The football creators, bro, are using Ackhiii, internet ready. You got 24 hours. Now I'm getting football fans. So I know, okay, cool, I have to do content around that. Okay, cool, I'm going to test out the model when next week, or the week after, when there's a few games, I'm going to be at the computer and change my model and a bit and react to the football things and what the other creators are doing and put them all together. That's testing things out. Okay, cool, that worked. I want to know what I do. When I say things working, I look at it and I'll be like, okay, if I dropped it in a day and they got around 12 to 15k views, I know that worked. Like, as something new to drop on the channel that's not really known. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Then I'll try it again and be like, okay, cool, we got less views. Okay, cool, it's not too much of that. They've watched that, that's great. They might want that once a week. But just going on to D-Block Europe, bro. D-Block Europe don't go to no gala. They don't go to no industry events. They don't go nowhere. They don't live in the UK. And they've built one of the most powerful brands in the whole of the UK, in terms of streaming, in terms of owning their own IP. They own their own IP. Well, they're signed to Jadakiss, but they own their own IP. The money goes in their account. And it's crazy. Like, flip the screen, you see, like. So it just goes to show, bro, consistency. Now the podcast, the reason why I invested so much in the podcast space, because I looked at the podcasts in the UK and I was like, big shout out to all the brothers that's doing podcasts and everyone. And I thought, you know what? I have a setup. I live in a villa. I live in a 5-bedroom villa. Downstairs is a whole living room that I don't use. Like, 2026 is that time to really lock in. What are the areas I'm going to do? What are the things I'm going to do to lock in? You get me? It's time to do this. It's time to get my health right. It's time to lose the weight. It's time to bang out an episode once a week and design my own show. Now, I got people telling me, oh yeah, Bounce, be careful with the podcast. Because, yeah, just be careful with the podcast. They don't want me to sit in a podcast round. Bro, I'm sitting in this round speaking to you guys. These updates are still going to be here, but you got to understand, see the system that I'm building is a system that caters for me and you guys. It's not a system that, like, it's not one of them. You know, people work and they hope to work and collab with the biggest creators around the world. Bro, that would be amazing if I collabed with the biggest creators around the world. But if I don't, it's a system that adds value to our culture, our people, the people that's watching, the younger generation, the older generation. Like, it's not a system to be invited to, I don't know, every single red carpet. If that happens, it happens, but it's not a system for that. So everything I'm building is a hub where you guys can come watch it, get involved. You don't agree with man, you do agree with man, and that's it. So yeah, man. I just thought, and I listened to D Block Europe's project. You look, go listen to it, go stream it. They're doing crazy numbers already. And the project's a banger, bro. The project's a banger. There's tracks are bangers. I haven't taken every single 29 songs because it's brazy, but the project is a banger. The Popcorn song is a banger. The song with Nems, the song with Central C. There's a song called where is it? There's a song called Fetty Wap. That's a banger. There's bare bangers, bro. Do you know what is a banger? Track two. Track 2 is a banger. Unbreakable. But anyway, you get me? That's obviously, I'll probably do a deep dive into Young Ads and these lots project on a Wednesday or something. But this video is more just to say, look, Young Ads and D Block Europe, LB, bro, they started in 2010, bro. And it carried on and carried on. And bro, when they started, bro, this wave thing and sucking pussy and that, bro, that was never heard of, bro. It was not heard of. Like, they made people come out like it was a trend. It weren't heard of, bro. Like, I'm telling you. So you gotta understand, 2010, 2025. I started this 2025, my lane. Might make sense 2030, 2035. All I'm doing is putting the reps in. And it makes sense to me now. But this space has changed my life. You guys have changed my life. You get me? And it's me even trying to adapt to it. I've said to my friend that I live with, yo, my head is mangled. Like, for the past 3 years, I'm trying to adapt to this and that and that and that. Try to adapt to it. And I'm adapting, you get me? So I know in 2026, I'm like, okay, cool. Everything's set in place. I've got a team. And it's just about having the right team around you as well. But what I'll say to you is always take advice from people, but don't change your whole model and listen to anyone. I need to do this. No, bro. No. Carry on doing what you're doing. This works best for you. Dumb down. Carry on doing what you're doing. But just understand, we look at people like D Block Europe and we look, wow, they're in a space. He's talking about putting £1 million in his safe. Ads, bro. Took it 15 years to get to where he got to. Didn't happen overnight. So what business are you doing? How long have you been doing your business? Have you started a business and you just stopped after a month or two because you didn't get no sales? It took Young Ads in these 15 years. No, my cat. It took Young Ads in these 15 years. Guys, come on, man. We need to work harder. We need to dumb down in this thing. And don't worry, man. You're going to get my support 2026. There's going to be things in place that will give you a lot of keys, like a lot of help, awareness, how to do things, what to do, step by step. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So don't worry about that. But yeah, man. Look at the cat. But yeah, man. Happy Sunday. I hope you lot are good. And this one wasn't even, it was just like, come on, guys, consistency is everything. Look at Young Lads, look at LB, look at D-Block Europe, look at the model that they made. They made a model that they drop music, they drop more tracks, they compound, they make more money, they compound, and they invest in property, houses. They don't go to industry places. They don't do none of that. They just keep their head down. That works for them, and they stay out of it. And look at them, one of the biggest in the country. In Europe, they go crazy for them. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. See you in a couple of hours. Peace.